Ahmadi of Iran against Chris Kostas of Sweden. Kostas wearing the Swedish national colours, the colours of their flag and their national soccer team, the blue and yellow, and Ahmadi of Iran in the red. Once again, 5-3s, full tyre rules. Kostas of Sweden.
How do you reckon Sweden will go in the World Cup soccer, actually?
They'll do okay.
They'll do okay?
Nothing special. Maybe quarter-final, I reckon, Hammer.
Your prediction for the winner?
It's going to be Italy-Brazil.
Oh, come on now.
And there is a World Cup CD available, folks. Don't forget, if you want to grab it, your newsagents. We're ready to roll here. First round. The sun sets on lovely Bangkok. Or is it the pollution, Hammer?
No, it's the sun-setting lovely Bangkok, right across the road from the Grand Palace. As we said, one of the biggest tourist attractions in Bangkok, Thailand, the Grand Palace. And right across the road is the stadium, or not the stadium, the big park, in fact, that's housing this event.
Left hand there from Kostas. Swede with the Greek name.
Chris Kostas versus Ahmadi. Abbas Ahmadi. He's in the red. Ahmadi.
There from Ahmadi.
Iran versus Sweden. Clash of cultures.
Outside thigh kick. Round kick there. Good work here. Overhand elbow from the Iranian.
He's gone hunting with the elbows early, the Iranian Ahmadi. And, on the front foot, and then on the attack, Ahmadi.
Jab 2, leg kick from Ahmadi. Good start here by both men.
Again trying with the elbow, Ahmadi.
Such a huge event here. Where's the king, Hammer? I can't see the king. It's his cup. He's got to have the big royal throne, the box seat. King of Thailand.
It's actually in his honour, this event. Huge event.
I think he's here watching, Hammer, or is he back in the palace, kicking back on the throne with the live circuit feed?
Be on a live feed, I'd say.
Kostas stedging forward. As we said earlier on, it's very unusual to see two non-Thai fighters in an undercard event such as this one, but obviously these men come to Bangkok with huge raps behind them, and the promoter of tonight's event thinking, well, that's good enough to have two non-Thais composing this undercard fight into the first round, and maybe a slight advantage there to Ahmadi, probably through the better technique, but both men were fairly busy, so it might even go a drawn first round.
I'll go a draw first round, Michael. I think Kostas came back well. Ahmadi certainly went gunning early in the first minute of the round, but then Chris Kostas from Sweden, he came back, picked up the pace, and did himself proud to even up the first round. This event, of course, I think one of the main promoters behind this is Songchai, who is one of the, if not the biggest promoter in Thailand. Huge event. I've said that a few times.
You can't emphasise it enough, really. Magnificent setting. I hope you're enjoying it. What are we, Muay Thai 13, Hammer?
This is battleground number 13.
Jeez, they're pumping them out. It's great to see.
Lucky 13. The Battleground, WMC Battleground Series rolls on. Number 14 will be from Hong Kong, I believe.
The Jackie Chan.
No, the Jackie Chan one's still to come. It was just a preliminary one from Hong Kong.
Step up there from Kostas, the Swede. Big leg kick from Ahmadi, the Iranian.
Very relaxed style, Ahmadi, and Chris Kostas as well. Just foxing it out, throwing the high round kick. Very quick legs on him, Ahmadi and Kostas rather.
Inside thigh kick attempt there. Probing with the jab, seeing what he can open up through the double forearm guard of Chris Kostas. Long-reaching jab from Kostas. They work the grapple. Nothing in it though. Spinning around and a knee to the lower back area there. The referee moves straight in.
And don't forget, coming up in May, some huge events. The Explosion event from the Gold Coast, and the latter part of May, towards the end there's of course Evolution number 7.
Great event, Hammer. What a ripper of a main event. Bruce McPhee and One Lop. We'll see both of them on tonight's card, actually.
Evolution 7, don't miss that one. Check out International Kickboxer magazine on sale. It has the full calendar and, of course, TV times for all your upcoming Thai boxing and boxing events, if that's your cup of tea. So check it out, and you won't miss any events there. Saves you surfing through the tally guide.
End of the round. Costas is starting to bring it on a little stronger now, the man from Sweden.
Well, certainly Chris Costas from Sweden on paper seems to be the more accomplished fighter, but the Iranian Abbas Ahmadi has fought in Pattaya and indeed travelled around Thailand and fought at a lot of the major stadiums, is here to give it a good showing up.
Just watering down. The pit crew's going to work on either man in their respective corners. And we are ready to roll. The sun sets on Bangkok. The bright lights come on. 200,000 plus, round 3 of 5.
As we mentioned, still to come, Bruce McPhee, the preacher, coming up shortly. One Lop, a man that's had over 250 fights. Something special, Skabovsky and more, all still coming up after we get this little preliminary bout out of the way.
Round kick there from Costas. As the hammer said, very relaxed both men. Costas almost leaning on the ropes. Taking that round kick to the outside thigh. Doesn't look phased by it. Straight right hand there from Ahmadi.
Tangle up, have a look at the chamber and the knee strikes from Chris Costas, really launching the hips back, shooting the knee forward. I tell you what, if he nails one of those knees into Ahmadi, he's going to know about it. And those knee strikes will certainly score well for him on the judges' scorecards.
Turn around and the outside thigh kick there from Ahmadi. Swings it to the outside right thigh, but doesn't hit the target. Very big international press contingent here as well. The Thai papers and the Europeans on hand. This fight will be shown not only around Thailand and of course here on Fox Sports in Australia, but broadcast mostly around the world. WMC really, truly global. The only global Muay Thai sanctioning body. Is a nice snappy left hand there from Costas.
The grapple goes a little bit wrong as Marty gets his back turned to Costas, slipping out of the grapple and launching the rear roundhouse kick. That was nice work there from Costas, fighter in the blue.
Good outside thigh kick. Chris Costas read it well.
But Costas, Michael, just looking a little bit more comfortable than Ahmadi. Ahmadi's got some good power in his hands, but certainly Chris Costas, have a look at him, calling him on, and he's really having fun in centre ring at this huge event.
Well, this is the event you want to be on if you're a Thai fighter. The K1, if you're a K1 fighter, the Grand Prix is where to be with the K1 Max and the K1 GP. But if you're a full-blown Muay Thai fighter, it doesn't get any better than the King's Cup.
And there you see Ahmadi going bombing in. He's tried for the body rips, tied up, went into the grapple. But in the grapple, it's certainly Chris Costas that is stronger, launching some good knee strikes, having a look at the way he swings his hips in and out and works it well.
Instructions from the corner there of the Iranian, and across the ring that of the Swede, Chris Costas, who's looking quite confident and quite relaxed. As the hammer said, Ahmadi's got some power behind him, but he hasn't landed the cleaner shots that he's wanted, and Costas just seems to have his measure as the referee draws both men into centre ring.
Interesting to see in Ahmadi's corner, one of the Magomedov brothers there giving advice. So no doubt he's probably training at the same camp as where the Magomedovs are based. The Rumpo gym, Michael, isn't it?
That's right, correct. Master Pak.
Master Pak, another crew at Rumpo.
Nice sticking jab there from Costas. Inside thigh kick from Ahmadi. Good evasion work from the Iranian. That's better stuff from him. Doesn't want to let Costas back him up too much here. Abbas Ahmadi. An elbow back of the head there. Dangerous spot to hit from Chris Costas.
It's those little bruises that you feel the next day and you think, how the hell did I get bruised on the back of my shoulder? Where did that come from? When did he hit me in the back of the shoulder?
High round
Oh,
kick there.
beautiful round kick there from Ahmadi.
All tied up, nowhere to go. Referee breaks them. Seconds ticking down here in the penultimate round, and it's still a close one, I feel, but the better shots are going the way of Chris Costas. Ahmadi can still take this one, but he needs to just put to use an old cliche, the pedal to the metal, and really start to accelerate now.
Let's get a little bit busy.
Doubling up on the right round kick there. Costas. Push kick, didn't find the target. But he's striking first about 80% of the time, Chris Costas. Very nice guard on him. Have a look at the way he sets himself. He just blocks the round kick, counter-attacks. Nicely done to the left rib cage there of Ahmadi.
Well, good counter fighting from Chris Costas, the fighter in the blue. Ahmadi, I feel, has more power in his punches, but Costas has the better anticipation, and of course is counter fighting better at this point.
Outside thigh kick and a good check there from Costas. Cracks away to the outside lead thigh of Ahmadi. Cracks away again. Nicely done. You can hear the crowd just chanting behind these men now when they're landing those heavy blows. Costas really trying to steal the round here and doing a very good job. I feel he is probably ahead on the judges' scorecards, not by a lot, but certainly landing more effective blows with that round. And he knows that he's owned it there, Hammer.
Well, certainly looking very pleased with himself, Chris Costas from Sweden. As I said, he doesn't have the skills when it comes to the boxing department that Abbas Ahmadi from Iran has. But certainly when it comes to the kicks, he's got the number there. He's kicking fast, he's countering well. And there's the corner there of Abbas Ahmadi. In turn, there you see Chris Costas just getting back in the centre ring, and we're ready to roll on with this one.
Both men just hug each other. Great show of sportsmanship as
Fifth and final round.
fifth rolls into play.
Someone walks past carrying a huge
What was
box.
that, Hammer?
It was a huge
It was
box.
enormous. It was a giant ghetto blaster.
Got a bit of a coffin or something. I don't know what's going on there.
The sun has truly set now. We're into the nighttime darkness of Bangkok, just in time for our main events, our tournament to roll around. The King's Cup and 500,000 baht on offer. Some big moolah
That's
up
a
for
lot of
grabs. It's a lot of baht.
That's a lot of baht. That's a lot right there.
More baht than an episode of The Simpsons, Hammer.
More baht than the Simpsons marathon.
Long-reaching jab from Costas. I feel he's in control here, Chris Costas, and he knows that Ahmadi's got some ground to cover.
Oh, just rocket fast legs from both of these fighters, especially from Chris Costas. He's quick in countering and he's quick in the leg with a leg slinger. Chris Costas.
Jab, long-reaching there from Costas. Referee will separate them. Couple of sneaky little knees there from the Swede. Moves forward again.
Spinning elbow from Abbas Ahmadi.
And we are ticking down. Final seconds here of the final round. Round kick from Costas. Outside thigh kick from Ahmadi. And there it is. End of the fifth and final. We're going to go down to the scorecards. I thought Ahmadi started the fight very well. Seemed to drift off towards the end of the second. And although he kept in there, it was Costas that basically brought home every round the stronger. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the Swede get the nod here, Hammer.
Well, good fight. And Chris Costas, for mind, has done the job.
And he has.
There he is. He's doing a jig.
He's doing the victory dance, Chris Costas. And folks, when we return, Australia's own Bruce McPhee kicks off our main bouts as the King's Cup gets underway from Bangkok, Thailand. Aussie Bruce McPhee taking on the very best in the world.